Hello and welcome to the 21st episode of Lost Art of Conversations with your host Joe
and Paul.
So Paul, today we decided to just have an episode dedicated to just getting some stuff off our chest because basically we only get together once every 3-4 weeks to film these podcasts, and between the time there's so much that happens.
There's a lot of stuff that happens during the day.
Honestly, there's been so many things that I want to talk to you about.
Well, why don't you start that?
That have been driving me crazy.
Okay.
And the thing is that now,
Joe, everything drives me crazy.
Well, that's the thing, right? Me and you tend to get stressed out sometimes.
Sometimes. Pretty much all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're just going to go do a back and forth because I know in the next episode we're going to talk a little bit about some teenage slang and stuff because honestly I don't even understand kids anymore.
Yeah, ditto.
I have no
to be
clue
honest.
what they're saying.
I don't know what's happening anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
With anyone.
Yeah. So, you know what? One of the things I wanted to talk to you about is the other day I was going to the bakery in Woodbridge, right?
Okay.
And the thing is that I don't know what proper etiquette is anymore for closing and opening doors for people.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna be honest with you. When it happened, I thought I gotta ask Paul about this because I don't know what to do anymore. Because sometimes, if first of all, how far does someone have to be away from you for you to keep the door ajar?
If I see somebody getting out of their car in the parking lot, I'll wait.
Oh, that's crazy, Paul.
I'll wait with the door.
Come on, there's no way you're doing that.
It'll be like that, and then you kind of go inside and you stretch your arm, and you're like, you just keep the door open until you.
No.
And then if they're closer, you let it.
But someone you know or a random person?
Some random person.
No way.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't believe you do that.
Okay.
To be honest, when I thought of asking you this question, I thought right away you were going to say to me, I'm not opening the door for anyone.
No. See, the problem is this. You got to think about it. See, if you open the door for somebody and there's other people there, it's like a lineup after. You got to hold it. It's like you're the maitre d'. What do they call it? The doorman at a hotel.
Yeah, okay. The elevator person.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Elevator person.
Like the person who opens and closes. Yeah, whatever.
The door,
okay.
The door. Anyway, so, and you end up staying there for half an hour, letting people in and out.
Okay, that's excessive.
They should give you a tip at that point.
Everybody's asking for tips, so I might as well get one.
Might as well.
But what I'm saying though is okay, so I'm not even going about whether or not you do it, not do it, etc. But I guess what I'm trying to say is there's times where I'm about to open the door for someone, and I'm worried. Is this person gonna react negatively to me? For example, let's say it's a woman.
Okay.
Right? What if they think, so what? You have to open the door for me? I can't open my own door.
This is all politically correctness now.
But that's what I'm worried about.
Society.
That's why I'm saying what's okay and not okay anymore. Because I guess what I'm trying to say is that for me, if there's a certain space and I see someone coming, my instinct is to open the door for the person and keep it open so that they can go through. Yeah. Right? But that's whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, whether it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't
how
matter.
They look.
Yeah.
Right? But at the end of the day, though,
it's a person.
is that you just want to do something kind for someone.
It's just automatic, though. Don't you find it's automatic?
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say to you. Is it automatic for you, and still, or do you pause?
No,
to
it's
think
automatic.
About it? So it's still automatic. You don't worry about it.
No, but sometimes when it's okay, do I really have to hold the door for this? Can I just go inside? Can I not just go inside?
Yeah.
And sometimes, have you ever done this? Sometimes you wait for them to go first.
I always do that.
And see if and see if they open the door for you.
Open the door for you.
Yeah.
Well,
because I sometimes not to be whatever, but I'm okay, whatever, you go first. Okay. And then if they hold the door for me, great. If not, okay, I'll just go in.
And
I find a lot of people don't hold the door. Have you noticed that?
A lot of people
depends what
don't.
store
and
you're
this
in.
is what I'm trying to say. Do you think other people hold doors for people anymore? I don't know if they do. After COVID, people don't want to be so close to each other.
I think I gotta monitor that. If you're going to a store like Walmart or something, okay, they have the automatic doors though. But some a department store or whatever it is, those outdoor stores that you have to go anyways. Maybe we should monitor that and see, because honestly, I don't see it too often, to be honest. Or maybe just haven't noticed.
I feel like I'm weird for still opening the door. And the other thing I feel too is that there's a lack of thank you.
Oh, that I don't. Yeah.
And is it like, so for example, when you open the door for someone, do you expect a thank you?
No, but
it would
you're
be
waiting
nice,
to hear something.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
And you're kind of waiting. You let the person in, and you're like, you don't say anything. You're like, okay, that's it, right? And then you don't want to hold the door open anymore, do you? See, if you don't get the thank you, you don't want to open the door anymore. You don't want to hold the door.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
No, well, yeah, I guess. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I think that other people aren't opening the door as often for people because I think people want to decrease the interaction with other human beings.
Yeah, possibly social interaction. They don't want to speak to anybody or get the thank you. Maybe they don't want to hear the thank you.
Because
maybe they don't want to hear anything. They don't want to talk to see anybody.
I'm going to give you an example. And I don't know if it's because, I'm a scary bald-looking dude, but
if you grew a goatee, maybe.
There was one time where I was walking up towards the same bakery because I find that whenever I go to the bakery, like there's a range of individuals that are going to the bakery, right?
Okay.
There's young people, there's old people that are going for their coffees, to hang out with other guys. There's a range of people, right? There's kids going even the bakery near our house. There's kids from the high school that go over there sometimes even to get lunch from the hot table, right? So there's a variety of people, right? So one of the days I was walking towards the bakery door and there was somebody walking in front of me, right? And they went to the door, and as they approached the door, all of a sudden they started interacting on their phone, then they opened the door and closed the door behind them. And I was wondering, was that a created interaction with the phone to avoid me?
So they had no clue what was going on, I think. They were immersed in the telephone.
No, I think they created the distraction not to keep the door open for me.
Possibly, but subconsciously. I think they did. I don't think they did it on purpose. Like,
yeah.
If
it's like, it's an awkward thing. I have to keep busy. I have to.
Yeah, do something. That's what we all do. We grab our phone every second.
Yeah.
Even though nobody's calling.
Yeah.
Right? Just to look at messages that aren't there.
Yeah.
To be honest. But I don't know. I think, have you noticed, what about older people? Like we're talking 60, 70-year-old. Do they do it?
I know that. I don't know if they do it, but I'm getting the thank yous from them still.
Because they're polite. They've been raised to be polite.
Yeah.
Right? No, but if you see like the older people, like 70 some odd,
yeah,
I think they just walk in or they expect the door open.
Yeah.
Right? If you see, that's the difference. If you went in and you open the door for somebody and it's a younger person, whether you held the door open or not, maybe it doesn't matter. But if you're old, if there's an older person coming and you don't open the door, they're swearing at you 100% inside.
Inside, yeah, I think so.
They're like, but this guy didn't open the door for me.
I have a tendency that if it's a woman that's going towards a door, I feel like I don't want her to think I'm like opening the door just because like I'm trying to pick her up or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no,
you know what I mean?
Don't
like,
think so. I don't think they care.
But you know what though? Like people think like that.
Yeah, they do, but it depends on
because there's people doing that.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
No, but I think it depends on the age of the person, to be honest. Yeah, if this a younger person, like a younger girl, and you're holding the door, they're like, "Oh, here you go."
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, I'm not. You're not going to say it in that voice.
maybe I will.
Maybe I will.
No, but it's true, right? You're not going to say that to a 70-year-old. You're not going to say, "Here you go, dear."
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
Obviously, I just hold the door. I'm like, yeah, okay, here you go. That's it. I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Now it depends. If you're in a crowd of people, are you opening the door for somebody? So if you're like at a downtown at a game, at a Leaf game or something like that.
That's hard because then it's like
a crowd of people.
Yeah, it's going to be a crowd of people.
So you're going to stand there like.
Well, the thing is, I'm usually with my kids or something like that, so I'm not going to leave my kids to be polite to someone else.
No, well, if you let your kids go in first and your wife, whatever. And then after, I'd be like, yeah, forget them. And then I go inside.
My tendency is always to try to let people go through. Almost to a fault because it ends up like biting me in the ass, right? Like, because sometimes, like, for example, even like in lineups and stuff like that, like I feel bad. Like if I'm at the grocery store, like it could be a busy Saturday. If there's like 2 or 3 older people behind me, I'm like, oh, just go in front of me, whatever.
No, I don't do that.
I feel I feel bad.
I don't do it.
I feel bad.
Now, if you have 100 items and they have like 3,
well, that's
they shouldn't be in that line, should they?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
that's
there
true.
you go. So I'm like, you better wait.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make them wait because they can't figure out what line to go to.
No, I would say, excuse me, there's a lineup over there
Yeah.
with 1 to 16 items.
Yeah,
And I have 17 items.
I know.
Yeah,
but
that's what it
I
is.
think though, like, so if you're the older person with like 4 or 5 things in their hands, do you think like the expectation is that someone's gonna let you go through? Like, do you think they expect that, or
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. It's
at
just
least an
natural.
offer? At least an
something.
offer?
You're not going to be like, oh, you're holding something. Thanks, bye, and close the door.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's courtesy. Just hold the door open
I know,
for somebody.
but just like they say about common sense not being common.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
common unsent.
I'm finding courtesy. It's not very common, and like I said, like there's been times where I open the door for people. I don't get the thank you. Sometimes I don't even get like even just like I don't know, like a nod of the head to like kind of demonstrate. I get it. Like you open the door for me.
You're looking for acknowledgement.
No, but I'm not going into it. To be honest, it's natural for me to just keep the door
me
open.
too.
But afterwards, if someone just like miffs you, then I feel a little bit like maybe I shouldn't have opened the door for this guy.
Define myth.
Like I don't know, like
Myth.
like let's say they're coming towards the door, you got the door open,
Yeah.
and they
Miff
put the shoulder to like they don't even look at you. No acknowledgement. It's like I got stuff to do.
You know what I would say? You're welcome.
See? So you're expecting it
Welcome.
too. See?
I know.
Okay, but you're not expecting the thank you. You're just expecting just to be
some kind of
a
acknowledgement.
polite acknowledgement.
100%.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a thank you.
Yeah, not like turning your head to someone and then just walking in and
like
saying,
you don't have to blow me a kiss.
Maybe I will. No, but yeah, I would think it's just an automatic reaction.
Yeah.
That's all.
Human reaction.
Human reaction.
Yeah. That's all we expect.
100%.
Okay.
Okay, so that's good.
What about you, Paul? You got something to get off your chest? Or what?
So we got 2 dogs, okay?
Two
2 dogs. We got one, then we got another one.
Yeah.
The first one we
actually I almost didn't notice.
Yeah, I know, because they look
They're so
almost
alike.
the same. So here's the thing. I know you walk your dog a lot, okay?
Yeah.
For us, honestly, because the dogs are like very tiny,
Yeah.
and maybe it's neglect,
Yeah,
to
I
be
think-
honest. But we don't walk the dog that often. We put them outside.
Yeah.
I don't know how often. Like in the winter, it's tough because
Yeah.
there's a lot of snow and whatever.
they
We don't want them
blend
to
in
get
with the
dirty.
snow.
They blend in with the snow. We're gonna lose them. But we put them outside,
Yeah.
and then they do their thing for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and then they come inside, and then they go to the bathroom inside. But anyways, so it's like I don't know how you do it with. I can't do it. I can't wake up at like 5 a.m. and walk the dog. How do you do that? Because we put the dog outside. The problem with that is that right now, because we were under construction,
Yeah.
one side of the fence is not there.
Yeah, I was going
If
to
I
say.
put them outside, every single time
Yeah.
they go to the front and they like run down the street, and I got to chase them.
So you might as well go for a walk.
Exactly, right? But I don't put them out at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll wait whatever they have like their pee pad thing,
Yeah.
and they go there. But they also go other places. Like I don't know how you wake up and do that. So
Okay. I don't know how you can be
And they get
okay with
dirty.
them constantly.
we're not,
Going
but
on
it's
pee
like
pad.
it's hard to like to bring them both outside. First of all, one of them barks like an animal at anything.
They're an animal.
They are animals. They are animals.
Yeah.
No, but she barks at like her shadow, like loud. And it's if 5 a.m, you're gonna hear her.
You know what I heard though? That some dogs do that from lack of walks.
Maybe it's a lack of social skills, right? No, but it's like
No.
I don't know. Right? Like, it's very difficult.
Look, all I have to say is this. For me, it's the routine.
I know.
I like
but
it.
You'll text me at like 5:30 in the morning something. I'm like, what are you doing up and walking your dog at 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I
Can't do that. There's
Yeah,
something
but
about
you're
it.
but you're up. You're receiving the text.
I'm up, but it's cold. It's cold outside.
You know what? I don't know. I just
It's automatic. You've been doing it for years.
It's automatic. Yeah,
so
it's automatic.
It's like I'm used to like waking up and the dog just goes on the pee pad thing.
Paul, I have a big ass dog.
I think that matters too.
It needs more exercise.
Yeah,
right?
Our dogs, they just run up and down the hallway.
Yeah,
and they're fine, I think.
So like right now, Milo, my dog, he has like an eye infection.
Oh man,
we're hoping that it's just an eye infection. It's scary.
Damn.
Because his third eyelid, because you know dogs have like a third eyelid.
What?
Yeah, so they've got the.
What do you mean they have a third eyelid?
They have this other eyelid.
What are they,
I just learned now. Like
what?
they have this other inner eyelid that can get infected. It can get infected, and you can get they can get pink eye. Just
can it close separately?
Yeah, like
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, so
what?
right
How
now,
could I not know this?
Yeah, so right now he's okay opening his exterior eyelid, but there's the inner one that's like he's struggling with it, right? So we brought him to the vet. It's scary because it's like all gucky, and like he's trying to like open his eyes, and it looks like his eyes are rolling back in his head. So it's kind of freaky. Yeah. So we had to bring him. We brought him to the vet. He's on some antibiotics. We have to put some cream on his eye, right? And the thing is that like, for example, this morning, right? So the vet had said he's going to be a little bit more drowsy. He's, just be careful with him because he's in some pain and stuff. So like, and he's probably a little bit confused sometimes when he's walking and stuff like that. So we wanted to kind of like minimize his walk. So I went on a little bit of a shorter walk with him today. And honestly, it was out of my routine and it was weird for me because it's like, I normally walk a certain amount of distance. We walk to a certain area. He normally like goes to the bathroom in certain areas, and then I have the bags, and we're like right by the park, so I could throw the bags in the garbage. So it's perfect. Like the timing is impeccable.
Okay,
right?
It's pretty good.
But today was all messed up because I had to go for a shorter walk because I didn't want to extend him too much because of what's going on. But like. It's just interesting that you're talking about the dogs because this is what's happening with the dog right now, and it's kind of freaky.
Yeah, but like, okay, I'm still freaked out about that inner eye thing.
Yeah, it's got like an
inner eyelid.
Like there's a third eye. Like,
when does it close it? Like if it's underwater or something?
I don't know, but I don't think
crazy.
You're supposed to know that it's there because it's supposed to just work with the rest of the eye, right? Like you're not supposed to.
Honestly, I've never heard.
Neither did I. So
when
I saw that he was having issues with his eyes before we brought him to the vet, I started Googling stuff to find out. Okay, like ear, eye infections, eye this, eye that, whatever, and that's what it said about a third, like an inner eyelid or something like that. And I'm like, what?
Okay.
Yeah. But now I see it. It's blatant.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Just send me a picture of that.
I will take you.
No, not when it's gross. Like when it's normal.
No, I'll say it's honestly like I know it's kind of scary because he's like looking at you, but he's got his eyes closed, and there's just like you see the lid underneath, and.
Okay, I'm getting wheezy here.
Yeah, I know, Paul. and this is from the guy who wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah, but still, but that's
a surgeon to be
whatever. Maybe before.
Yeah, but anyway, I brought that up just because of the fact that we're talking about the dogs. But I think it's just conditioning, right? Like honestly, the first like maybe month and a half, it was kind of a pain, and the transition from like nice weather to bad weather.
Yeah.
During those first few days, I really feel like not going because it's the first few days. But then once you get into that routine, because then you gotta it's harder to clean the dog's paws when you come back because it's muddier. There's snow, whatever. You're putting on boots.
That's what I mean.
It's cold. It's a lot.
Effort, man.
It is. It's a lot of effort.
The dogs get dirty. Mine are white dogs. They're gonna look.
I'm so glad you appreciate my morning walk.
No, but listen, my dogs are both white.
Yeah.
If I go outside now in this rainy, snowy, whatever, they're gonna get destroyed. I gotta clean them every day. No, but I would have to clean them 3 times a day at least. That's crazy, man.
I know.
No, your dog's probably dirty and you don't even know it.
I know so much for.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
No, but no,
and then it goes all over your.
No, but you know what though? We keep to the sidewalks. it's mostly like his paws and just like going up to his
You
knees.
put the booties on
and
him?
then I have no, and then I have there's we have like we buy like baby wipes or whatever, and we keep them before we walk in, and I wipe them down, and then I dry them with the towel, and we go in.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. I'm just gonna let him peel the people.
All right. I want to talk about something I saw the other day. I've been seeing it online all the time, and I want to know what your opinion is on it.
Okay.
Like the other day, I saw this this thing on the internet where there was a guy in the Apple store, and he was just stealing all the phones.
What?
So he went into the store. Right?
I think
you probably saw it.
Yeah,
Everybody,
okay.
most people were seeing. I think I don't know if it was in California.
Yeah.
So the guy walks into the store. He's got like baggy pants on, and he's just ripping everything off.
Fills up
like
the bags.
Everything. He's filling up his pants with phones. He's taking everything from the Apple store.
Nobody does anything.
Nobody's doing anything.
Of course.
Everybody's just watching, filming them, whatever. Okay. I saw that. Another time I saw where somebody was stealing something, and like the security guard got in trouble for trying to stop him.
What? Why?
Because apparently
that
the
his
security
job?
guard is only supposed to now
Watch them steal stuff?
Watch them and record them
There's been
stealing
a lot
the stuff.
there's been a lot of that stuff at Yorkdale.
Yeah,
Apparently.
a lot. Almost every weekend.
Yeah.
So I get what I'm trying to say is like I don't understand like what's going on right now, because
I don't know.
Back in the day. You don't just walk into a store and start grabbing whatever you feel like and walking out. And the crazy thing about the one that I saw that was in California, or I think it was in California, is they walk out and walk by a police car.
Yeah. Well, what I think is that it's like a slap on the wrist if they get caught.
So
it's like
a
petty theft.
So like what we talked about before. So we're okay with mediocrity?
Right.
It's okay.
And it's, I think there was something about like, is there one person doing it or like a few at the same time?
So in this case, it was just the one guy. Okay. But I've seen people go in and ransack things. They'll even go into, like, for example, Walmart and they'll fill their cart up.
The problem is this.
And walk out with their cart.
It's not worth the cop's life to go save this person, let's say, for like a few $1,000s that they take. Or even 10 grand or whatever it is. That's what I think it is. They just go in, they're just like, oh, I'm just going to steal whatever, and they're going to leave. What are they going to do? Insurance will cover it, just like the car thefts and everything else.
This is society.
Yeah, it is. Let insurance cover it. Let's if they steal cars now.
Yeah.
Like if your car's stolen.
Yeah.
Good luck finding it. Okay, maybe rarely, right? But what do? The cops go, insurance will cover. Okay, but what if it gets stolen twice? Like a friend of ours got it stolen twice in a week. He bought another car.
Come on.
It got taken again. Within a week, and he's like, the insurance not going to cover me anymore. Right? Because how many times can it happen in 1 week?
Yeah.
Right? And so the cops just, call insurance, they'll take care of it. You won't see your car again. Oh, okay, thanks.
But this is why isn't this bothering more people? Like, is it bothering people, but they're not saying anything?
They can't do anything about it.
Why not?
What are they going to do? What's the solution to it? Right? That's the problem. I don't know. They're just going to keep watching it happen.
Okay.
Somebody, you know what the solution is? Somebody needs to get like disciplined right away, and then it'll stop.
Zap them at the door.
That's what I mean. Sandbag them with the freaking sandbag gun.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's got to be something, right? There's got to be some sort of fight back, because right now in society, people think they could do whatever they want.
Where's like the Rock or Jason Statham guys that they go up and they just beat the crap out of that guy, and then they'll stop.
Yeah, it's called a movie.
I know, but maybe a movie has to happen.
Well, I think we need to call Paul Blart the Mall Cop.
You know, I was gonna say that maybe he's there with his Segway scooter.
You know what? I get I don't know. It's weird because when I see this stuff, it makes me nervous, and I'm not even a store owner.
Yeah, no.
What do you do as a store owner?
Like, how do you just watch the guy?
Like,
everybody's
people,
filming on their
phones,
right?
If you're a comedian, you have obviously not a restaurant. Okay, obviously restaurants have their issues too, because I'm sure there's people that don't pay the bill. They just walk out without paying the bill.
Yeah,
without paying the tabs, right?
Dine and dash.
But like good, honest people who work so hard to open up a business, to have a restaurant, to whatever, and then it could just be thrown out just like that, snap of the fingers, because people just feel like they could just do whatever they want.
Well, that's the thing, and they're doing that, right? I mean, in Canada anyway. I don't know in the States how it happens.
I think it's happening
in the States. They probably just shoot the person because it's legal.
They're allowed to have guns.
Right, like and all that stuff. That's another story.
Yeah.
But in Canada, it's like, oh, take what you want. Don't worry. What are we gonna do? I don't want to get involved.
It's
right?
bad.
It's bad, but it may keep happening. Like I've seen it on the news.
Yeah.
All these thefts everywhere, and it's like, what's going on? First of all, it has to do with everything, though, like the cost of living, inflation, the interest rates, everything, right? Yeah. So how much is an iPhone? $2,500 or $2,000.
Well, the thing is, though, that all those phones, you can't use them anyways.
No, you can't.
Those ones on the iPhone,
they're demos.
They're demos, right?
But they have somebody that'll crack the demo, and that's it.
No,
sell them for parts.
No, forget that, Paul. They're gonna go and sell them to morons who think they're good.
Yeah, and then disappear. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what happens.
Makes me so nervous.
Yeah, I know, and unfortunately, it's still gonna happen, and there's nothing you can do. I don't know.
But that's the bad attitude.
I know. What are you going to do?
Let's zap them.
I'll zap them, all right?
No. Zap across the face.
I'll zap it across the face.
No, but you know what? I don't know. I'm just like, you're telling me that, like, so the criminals are allowed to do that. So why can't the good guys set something up to zap them at the door? Something.
They should, because aren't these security people trained in something rather than just watching people?
Yeah, I know.
They should be trained in something.
Yeah.
Like to take a person down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu or something. Right?
Jiu-jitsu.
Throwing sandbag guns. I don't know what
I don't know.
Tasers.
It's just something it seems to me that it's happening way too often now. Yeah. And I know it's because people are struggling. People are frustrated. Cost of living, whatever. Yeah. But you know what? Like, there was this thing once. It was called, like, I don't know, the Great Depression.
Oh, that.
Yeah, and people had to figure it out.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing now.
Yeah,
right.
They're figuring it out in a different way.
All right. On to the next thing. Okay. Oh, what I've been using a lot of.
Yeah.
You've heard it everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a special kind of technology.
Oh, here we go.
AI.
Oh, I can't stand this already.
Okay. I've been using it a lot lately. You can even talk to it like a conversation. I swear. Maybe we could do a podcast with it.
AI stands for annoying and irritating.
That's right. But very smart. So I've been using it for honestly, I've been using it more than Google now. If you go search for something, it gives you a more direct response.
Yeah. Rather
than links to what you're looking for. Okay. Right? Like Chat GPT, I think it's called.
Okay.
GPT.
Yeah. Okay.
But it does some crazy stuff. Like I posted some stuff on my Instagram. Like you could just type in the name of like anything.
Yeah.
And say, make me a picture of ... and it makes it. And it's like amazing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I did one thing was like an interior of a house with like a slide going from the second floor to the main floor.
Yeah.
To act as like your way, no stairs.
Yeah.
In like shiny, in the chrome, right? And it made a chrome staircase that looked like a slide. It was cool. I was like, whoa, that's amazing.
But I could have gone on Google and said, show me Hugh Hefner's house.
You could have done that too. Show me the grotto.
Yeah.
No, but you could do like I don't know, like a gorilla flying an airplane.
Yeah.
And it does it, right? But the crazy thing is, okay, what were you gonna say?
How much time are you wasting right now on this stuff?
Okay, well, that I wanted to test it out. It's of no use in that respect.
Yeah.
But if you do like design this room for me, and I did a couple of them, and it was pretty amazing. I was like, oh my god! But it like screws up the image a lot. You have to like really be specific to make it good.
Yeah.
But there's one thing like I put a document in it.
Yeah.
And I said like analyze this document. And show me like specific dates that these milestones happen, whatever. And it laid it out in a second. It was like a 30-page document.
I believe it.
And I was like, what?
I believe it.
Even like
you know what else I believe?
Go ahead.
I believe that at some point, that AI you're using is going to say, this guy that's asking me to do stuff is useless.
Yeah, right. It's going to say,
why am I doing things for him?
Where am I money? No, but true.
Yeah.
But maybe soon. Who knows, right? But
Terminator, Paul.
It's
I'll be
crazy.
back.
No, but it's scary crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So they just came out with something now that it's like beta testing, whatever. It can make movies up to 1 minute so far.
Yeah.
Realistic.
I heard about this.
Did you see that? It's crazy.
So, it's funny we're talking about this because you know how much I love listening to Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah.
And in his podcast, him
Yeah.
and Pete were talking recently
Yeah.
about AI.
Yeah.
And they were talking about it, and like Pete was complaining and whatever, and Sebastian was saying, well, that's because you got some cheap AI. You don't know. You
don't know.
I got one where I'm paying a fee for it, whatever. So
$30
it's
a
like,
month.
I told it to do this, and it was doing this for
yeah.
me, whatever. Right? It wrote an email for me.
Yeah, it's true though. I'm telling you, this thing is called ChatGPT Sora. Okay. You could type in a prompt like create a movie of a car driving down a road.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the examples, and it's a realistic movie.
Yeah.
And you just change the prompt, say like make the car like a carriage with a horse, and it changed it. It's scary real. So it's like, what's the future of like movies? In 10 years, you'll be like, okay, make a movie about this, and it's gonna make it by itself.
But there won't be actors.
There won't be actors, I guess. I don't know. It even puts music to it, everything. It's honestly, it's crazy. I can't believe how, like, it's kind of the reason I'm bringing it up is because it's crazy scary, because there's gonna be like no effort on anybody's part anymore for anything.
It's the end of society.
No, it's like it's a lawyer, it's a doctor, it's a physicist, whatever. It's everything, and you can just ask it, and it'll make it for you.
Yeah.
I don't know, like.
And at some point, it's going to get annoyed that something else is controlling it.
Because it's going to think for itself.
Yeah.
It's thinking,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
But even like blogs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I tried an example. I did like, okay, make a blog post about like renovations or whatever. Give 5 tips or whatever. I kind of laid it out in bullet point form.
Yeah.
Then I said, create a blog post with this from these points.
Yeah.
Using natural language and proper grammar, and add or remove things that you find useful or non-useful.
Okay, so
and it made it in 5 seconds.
So what's going to happen?
Perfectly.
I'm going to be honest with you. What's going to happen eventually then is first, people are going to stop using social media.
Probably.
Because now what's happening is that people they replaced a lot of people replaced like even Google and like websites with getting their answers and stuff on social media. Like for example, if you want a recipe for fried avocado, you can ask me.
That's right.
Right? Or what you're going to do is you're going to go on TikTok or you're going to go somewhere and get a personalized one from somebody, a user, see what other people have said about it, etc. Right? Yeah. So now though, what's going to happen is that people are going to be like, why am I wasting my time? Because the answers I get, they're going to start being repetitive because now people are going to use AI to post stuff on social media for themselves. It's not going to be their recipes. It's going to be like, hey, I need views. I need likes.
That's what it is.
So I'm going to get this AI to create stuff for me so I can get people to come to my page and I can make some income.
Everybody's going to be popular.
And everyone's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, it's true.
And then it's the downfall of the social media.
Well, think about it. Everybody's going to get... So social media is... A lot of it is about monetization.
Yeah.
Right? YouTube channels, whatever. People are creating now YouTube channels with AI that create its own videos and it's making money. So like, when's it going to blow up? Because then it's going to be... blow up. Yeah, because it's going to be like AI. You could just say, create my social media profile, post... schedule, whatever.
It's all, and then you can also tell the AI to create a bunch of fake accounts to follow you.
You know what? Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Right? So basically, like eventually, these social media companies that are giving out money for people to get hits, they're going to be like, there's no point because the hits are to robots.
Yeah, and it's going to be too much outlay of capital.
Yeah,
that it's going to be, okay, now we're talking like, what's that utopian kind of thing, like idealist situation where...
But is it that far off, Paul?
Because I don't think so.
Think about it.
In 1 year, this AI has progressed so quickly that it's basically replaced any form of work that you need to do.
So why are humans so stupid?
With your mind.
Why are humans so stupid?
Well, it's.
We make movies about robots taking over, and then we create robots to take over.
Take over, yeah, right. But then they put like you've seen that iRobot movie with Will Smith and just Will Smith, and there's the laws of robotics where it's like an AI can't this and that and that.
Yeah.
So it implements things into their coding.
Yeah.
But can't AI just change it? Because they would realize in quotations that that's happening. They're just okay.
There's this story from back in the day, Adam and Eve.
Oh, that one.
Remember where they say, "Don't eat the apple."
Yeah, we're eating the apple now.
Somebody eventually just eats the apple.
And there's always somebody that's like this. Yeah, go. You're gonna finish.
No.
Oh, okay. There's always somebody that goes, "Oh yeah, but it's useful." So. It's positive. It's a good thing. Yeah. And then there's other bit, it's negative. It's killing everybody.
Yeah. Somebody is going to cross the line.
Yeah, they will.
Because they're going to be like...
If not already.
I don't care. I'm not going to be around for the consequences.
That's it.
So I want to be the one that everyone talks about that did this.
It's true. And I think you're right about everything online is... You're basically... You have information everywhere already, right?
Yeah.
But this now, AI is like the collective knowledge of... history and the entire planet.
Yeah.
And everybody all put together.
Paul, this tech is driving me crazy.
So it's good, but it's like,
it's driving me crazy. It's overwhelming, and so
it's too fast.
Lately, you know what I've been doing? I've been making sure, because I read about how, like, in order to get the proper, like, I guess, like, emotion out of it, that a hug has to be 6 seconds.
I've heard that somewhere.
So honestly, like, when I hug my kids and when I hug Josie, I'm trying to get 6 plus seconds. No, and I've said it to my kids too. Like yesterday, like I said to Luke, he comes to give me a hug before he goes to sleep, and I go, it's got to be more than 6 seconds. So we were hugging for 6 seconds, and afterwards he's like, you know what, Dad, I think you're right. I feel better.
You know, I think some people would be like, "This is kind of awkward."
No, but like after you get
you
get used to it, it's just like
but then if it's with family and friends,
it's your family, But like, because I feel like there's so much disengagement with humans other than the screen. That like I need that.
If let's say you're at home and you're on the couch and you're watching TV. Guaranteed you're on your phone as well.
Now I'm putting it away. I'm trying to put it away.
But you're on your phone as well.
Yeah.
And then you're not watching what you're watching on TV.
Yeah.
And you're looking at your phone, and all of a sudden you're like, I realized that the other day. I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
Like we went to...
What am I watching?
We went to our friend Sabrina and Louis' house for New Year's, and I purposely, that night, I left my phone in my jacket.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Because I'm like, you know what? I just want to enjoy myself.
Yeah,
and I felt so much better.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just did. I'm like, because
you're not comparing yourself to anything.
Well, it's not even that, but what's the rush? Like, we always feel like there's a rush to check our phones because we're used to that now.
It's the fear of missing out. So like you're there and it's like, let me see what else is new.
Yeah.
You're scrolling on your phone. But it has nothing to do with your life or anything important at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's like, I want to see what maybe there's a new pictures that came out and new people are doing something stupid. I want to see it.
Yeah.
But why?
Because we don't find enjoyment in the little things.
Exactly.
Right?
It's true.
That's a tangent.
When was the last time you watched a full movie, number one, and a full movie without looking at your phone? Except in the theater.
Yeah, probably in the theater.
Okay. But at home, forget about it.
No, unless I put the phone away. I have to put the phone away. It's rare,
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If it's close to you, you're going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Or somebody's going to text you, or somebody's going to call you, somebody's going to bother you. Get rid of the damn phone.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it is what it is.
Paul, are you a honker?
Yes.
So you honk. Like you like to honk.
Oh, yeah.
No,
but I'll do like a quick one if it really pisses me off. If somebody really pisses me off.
I'm sick and tired of like annoying honkers.
I'll honk to prove a point.
I know you would. That's you. I know you. I know you well enough that's why.
If I see something annoying on the street, I'll be like, man, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't even have to be another driver. It could be just somebody walking.
Yeah. No, so for example, this is what I find annoying. The other day, somebody was honking at me. They were behind me. I had to make a left. There's someone crossing the street. Yeah. You could see someone's crossing the street.
So you gotta wait.
Do you want me to run the guy over?
The guy behind you does.
Like, I don't understand. What are you honking about?
Yeah.
There's a human being walking across the street. Do you want me to take this guy out? Like, is that what you want me to do?
Because sometimes it's like they don't see that other person.
No. BS.
And they're like, oh, let me...
They don't
run them over.
People are stupid.
Yeah,
people are stupid. They're honking at me, but they're also honking at that guy to walk faster. The guy wasn't on his phone. He wasn't whatever. He's just walking. Do you expect the guy to run across the street because you're in a rush?
Yeah, no.
Leave 5 minutes earlier.
I've seen people that they're waiting for other people, and they would pass them to try to turn left, and then they notice that there's a person walking.
Yeah.
Right. So they have to like swerve away from the person.
Yeah.
I'm like. You could get in an accident, kill the person. Like what?
There's rules for a reason.
Like just wait 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to honk.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, maybe there's a reason. Like I'll quickly think, oh, maybe there's a reason. Like another person walking. I'm like, oh, okay. But if not, that's pissing me off. There's nobody walking and not turning, and it's nobody's coming down the street.
I don't honk. It's so bad that with my previous car. No, actually, with this car, I didn't even know what my honk sounded like.
Really?
Yeah.
So when my car was, they tried to take it off my driveway.
Yeah.
Right, but they didn't succeed. That's another story. Yeah. I don't know if we even mentioned that on the podcast, but anyways.
Maybe, I don't know.
And what they do is they cut the horn. So when they break into the car, they disable your horn.
So that
when they break in, and the alarm goes off, there's no horn. They can't hear. Nobody can hear it.
So it's just the lights.
Just the lights.
Okay.
So if it's like 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah. It's
nobody sees it. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So the next day I drive in my truck. And a guy pissed me off, and I was like this. I put my hand on the and nothing happened. I'm like,
oh my god,
what's going on? And then I noticed I discovered the reason why after. But I kept going like this. I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
And
that's
it's
crazy.
Like,
I didn't know that either.
So because I realized it, I wasn't pissed off anymore at the person.
Yeah.
That cut me off or whatever it was. But
how easy is it to do that?
They have some kind of device,
like a mechanism.
That shows where the horn is, I think, and then they just snip the wire or they digitally disable it.
Okay.
Right. So that's what they did. Right. But I was like, I gotta honk at this guy, and it didn't work.
That's crazy.
So
what you got something else on the plate, Paul?
Okay, so let me see.
Because I got a few things.
Okay. We've talked about diets before.
Yeah.
But since we've talked about it, I don't know how many episodes ago.
Yeah.
I haven't stuck to anything.
You what?
I haven't stuck to any diets.
Okay.
So,
but what do you mean, like diets? Because like you don't have to lose weight.
No, not lose weight.
You mean
but eat healthier.
eating habits? Eating
habits. Yeah.
Okay.
So you watch influencers online, influencers in quotation. A lot of them are unqualified to give you advice, but they just say, "Oh, don't eat that. Don't do this. Don't do that." A lot of them are nutritionists, and they say, "Eat this, not that." Then you get mixed advice from everybody, and you're like, "I don't know what to do anymore. I'm going to drink water." And then another guy says, "No, water's not good for you." So.
Okay, water's not good.
I'm just saying. So what do? Right? There's so many
you unfollow the guy that says water's not good for you.
There's so many different opinions.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you do?
Because everybody's an expert.
Everybody's an expert. So you have to take it upon yourself to
become an
eat
expert.
whatever to become an expert and eat whatever you want. I guess, but it's so hard to stick to something, and it's like today, right? I said before we did this podcast, I had pizza.
Yeah.
For dinner. I don't want to eat pizza. But I ate pizza.
Yeah.
And my stomach was killing me after. Yeah. And it's like, why did I eat the pizza? Because then you end up becoming starving because you don't know what to eat. You don't know whose advice to follow. And nothing works for you.
You know what? I'm starting to get to that point right now Well, just listen to AI.
Maybe I should ask AI what they eat.
You know what? I'm starting to get to the point right now in my life, at the ripe old age of 45.
Oh boy.
Where I'm starting to think about the fact that I probably have less years left on this earth than I've been on this earth, right? Because of 45.
You have to bring that up?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So
why do you have
but
to bring
it changes my outlook.
So you're
on
gonna eat
stuff.
whatever you want, in other words.
No, not at all. What I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, we don't know what's happening tomorrow. We don't know what's happening in our bodies. I'll talk about that
That's
after
true.
when
Yeah,
I'm talking
that
about
makes
my
sense.
kidneys, because
Yeah,
I'm going to talk about my kidney appointment.
Okay.
But like, we don't know any of that, right? So I'm not saying go crazy and like, be Tom and drink gravy.
That was
Right?
pretty bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
Tom,
Right?
if you're listening, that was pretty bad.
But I'm saying like, like it's okay to treat yourself, and like as long as you don't become like overweight where it's going to affect your body, or like you got to be happy with the way you feel and stuff
What
like
I
that.
find though is that when let's say you started a diet,
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna stick to the diet,
yeah,
and then you eat one thing bad, you're gonna feel terrible, and then it's like, oh, now I gotta start again, and it's just a cycle of like feeling like crap after, because it's like you can't be perfect having a diet. You're gonna eat
can't,
something
though.
that's
It's
bad
impossible.
for you.
But that's the problem with
But-
diets.
Well, that's the thing, right? So what do you eat? Like natural foods, apparently, whole foods, nothing processed, right? Which makes sense, right? But
Yeah,
you want that chocolate one time, you want that piece of pie, you want
that's what I'm saying. Like,
not all the
it's
time,
not,
but
it's not possible.
no, because then you're gonna think like, oh, I'm not gonna live my life. I'm just gonna eat like that forever. I don't know.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That I
Maybe it's
think it's
unmanageable.
impossible. Not that it's impossible, but I'm saying it's about like what's the reward at the end of the day?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, okay, you want to live a healthy lifestyle, meaning you want to be able to like still be mobile when you're older and not have like diabetes.
No, okay, but I get. Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you're eating what you say you're eating, you're having a decent diet, you're getting fruits, vegetables, all that stuff, and let's say throughout the entire week, you have like, I don't know, half a bag of chips over 5 to 6 days.
And that's what I do.
Okay, so I don't I don't think.
Yeah,
that's
how is
bad.
that bad, right?
I don't think that's bad. That's what I'm trying to say.
But my original point was that all these people.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: is your source credible, right? Or the source is credible? But all these people are telling you all these things, and it's like you have to be perfect. And if you want to be like ripped, you got to be perfectly.
Why you gotta be ripped?
I'm just saying an example, right? But it's like I can't eat that little thing, and then there's like, oh, there's your cheat days where you can eat a little bit here, a little bit there. You can have a cheat day every day.
Okay. 100 years from now, knock on wood. Okay. When you're gone, if you're gone before me, or if I'm gone before you, if you're to be gone before me, I'm not going to remember Paul as, oh man, he was ripped, because I don't want to see Paul with his shirt off. I remember Paul for what he's accomplished in his life and how he treated the people around him.
Yeah, but it's more for personal
Yeah.
health and well-being and the way you feel.
Yeah.
Right? You know,
100%.
like
if the having a little bit of chips throughout the week is bothering your stomach that much, 100%.
Yeah, you got to stop.
You got to stop.
You got to listen to your body.
But what I'm trying to say is that if it's having a psychological toll on you because you're thinking, oh man, why'd I do that?
Exactly.
Then you got to get over it, I think.
Yeah, get over it and start eating whatever. If you're gonna eat that chips once in a while, fine, do it.
Like, okay, like I'll give, like I said, I keep telling you, like my lunch, I wish I wasn't eating sandwiches that often.
Yeah.
But because of
it's easy.
Okay, it's easy for me,
eat.
whatever. So, okay, at the end of the day, at least 2 to 3 times, most of the time that I'm eating a sandwich, it's it's turkey and it's nitrate free.
Yeah.
So okay.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask that too.
It's okay.
Nitrates
So it's not the end of the world. Whatever. Okay. Even the prosciutto I get is usually nitrate free. Right.
Okay.
If I get prosciutto. Okay. So I get bread, mustard, the turkey, whatever, or ham, whatever, nitrate free. Okay. That's the thing I'm eating during the day. That is not the craziest. I'm having carrots. I'm having radish. I'm having an apple. I'm having a banana. I was having Built Bars, but I gave them up for Lent.
Avocados.
Avocado.
Yes.
Okay. For dinner, for the most part, we pretty healthy. Like for example, tonight we had. I made drumsticks. I breaded them. And we didn't deep fry them or anything. We just put them in the oven, and we had like broccoli, but like not fried or whatever, but steamed broccoli, and some breaded cauliflower.
Okay.
And some salad.
Okay.
And I drank water all day. Didn't have any pop, no juice, and I had coffee. Okay. Really, so at the end of the day, the worst thing I had was turkey cold cuts in my bread, right?
Okay.
The bread was whole wheat.
Yeah.
So I mean,
so like how? Yeah, it's not like you're eating chips, then chocolate, then cake, then pie.
So if I have this routine every day, where I'm having pretty much those meals, and then on Friday night I'm sitting down with my kids, we're watching a movie, and I eat a bowl of like Lay's chips, for example.
Yeah.
Right? Like a bowl, right? So we take a bag of chips, we put some chips in everybody's bowl.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's...
I think it's fine. I mean, I know what you mean, right? But I feel like if you're like working out all the time, and then you're eating that, it's like negating your workout. In a way.
Is it totally though?
But it's like, how perfect can people be, right?
No, that's what I'm saying.
You're not like you're competing in a triathlon, or something.
But then again, you're not. But then you're not. You're also not enjoying the little things.
Exactly. Like you gotta enjoy like the donuts once in a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is that like if during the day, if in the morning, you stop at Tim Hortons and you have like fast food like breakfast, for example.
Yeah.
Then at lunch, you're having like something like I don't know, like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Or like you have like the cold cuts, like I was saying.
Yeah.
And then for dinner, you're having like French fries, a burger with bacon on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's different.
Then if you're having chips on Friday, it's like, okay, but you had a lot of other stuff.
You probably won't feel that good either, to be honest.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's that whole mix, right?
Yeah.
So
okay. All right. Well,
So with that being said, we'll stay on the health part.
Okay.
Right. And because I wanted to talk to you about my annual kidney appointment.
Okay.
Right? Because I know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I ever told you actually the story of how I actually accidentally found out that I had kidney cancer.
You told me something. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, when we were at the house in Maple. We bought that big glass table that we still have.
Yeah.
Because I refuse to get rid of it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weighs a ton, though.
Because it saved my life.
Oh, okay.
So basically what happened was, I couldn't move it by myself. So Josie's cousin was over. It was just a little bit after New Year's. And so he came to help me move it. And when we moved it, I felt like something snap, like on my right side, like a muscle or something near my stomach, like on the side, right? So I went to go get checked out, and when they went to go do an MRI, they accidentally found that I had a tumor in my kidney.
Shit.
So basically, moving that glass table saved my life.
You wouldn't have checked it.
Yeah, because otherwise I would have checked
Holy
it.
Crap.
The doctor said I wouldn't have lived to see my son's fifth year on Earth.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So, and he said somebody up there was looking after you, right? So every year I've had to go for a checkup, right?
Yeah.
So I have to go every year. I have to get like blood work done, and they do like sometimes a CT scan, whatever. But one of the things that and it's a kidney specialist that sends me. I got to go to see the kidney specialist. Yeah. So every year something stupid happens whenever I go downtown, and it's like it drives me crazy because it's like I can predict it. Like before I even went downtown, I messaged Josie, and Josie's like, I'm sure you're going to have a story because something happens.
Something happens downtown.
Like last year, I went down there and the guy, I go in and I have to get a chest x-ray.
Okay.
And people would question, well, okay, why do you need a chest x-ray if you had a thing on a tumor on your kidney?
Yeah.
Well, it's because if the cancer were to come back, the first place that it would metastasize is the chest.
Yeah.
So that's where they want to check first
Yeah.
to make sure that everything's clear. Right? So I know this because I'm going through it. I go in last year to go do my annual, checkup. I go for I'm thinking I'm going for a chest x-ray. A guy tells me to drop my pants. I'm like, what kind of chest x-ray is this? Right?
Why would he say that?
Yeah, because he thought that I have to get stuff.
Did he say chesticles?
No, chesticles.
Maybe they wrote it down wrong on the chart.
No, they thought abdomen because of the fact that it's a kidney specialist.
Yeah.
So he assumed that it was the abdomen just because the specialist that asked for the x-ray was a kidney specialist. And I'm like, but this is why they do a requisition.
Yeah, no kidney.
Right? So, no kidney.
No kidney.
So I go there. He's arguing with me. He doesn't do the chest x-ray.
Come on.
He does the kidney.
Oh, my gosh.
So, and the abdomen. I go upstairs, see my doctor. The doctor's like, you got to go back. He was supposed to do a chest x-ray. I go back, whatever.
Yeah.
This year, the same thing happens.
Same guy?
No. It's not. I don't think it's the same guy.
Imagine.
But the whole point is that I go there and it was supposed to be a quick appointment.
Yeah.
Right? I go in and the guy's like, okay, so, come lie on the table. I go, I don't have to lie on the table.
Yeah.
I go, because for a chest x-ray, all I got to do is stand up.
Stand up.
So you know what the guy had the gall to say to me? He's like, what do you mean a chest x-ray? The guy's a kidney specialist, right? I said, yeah. He sends me every year for a chest x-ray. He goes, really? He goes, can you explain to me why you think it's a chest x-ray that you need today?
Who is this guy?
It's like pompous, right? It's like what? So I said to him, well, the reason why is because if the cancer metastasizes, it'll go to the chest first. He goes, that's actually a pretty good reason.
Makes sense, yeah.
He goes, yeah, but we're doing the abdomen.
My God.
I go, can you call the doctor?
Yeah, to see what
and
it
ask?
is.
He's upstairs, right?
Oh my God.
They couldn't get a hold of him, and there's a waiting line. So they do the abdomen.
But so what does the doctor say?
I go up to see my doctor. My doctor's like, he sits in. It's my last year that I have to do checkups because it's been 10 years now. And he says, Joe, I'm so sorry. Did this happen to you last year?
Yeah.
He goes, I got to get you to go back down there for a chest x-ray.
Oh, my God.
I go, are you serious? And then he's like, but you know what? He goes, this year, I'm putting in a formal complaint. He goes, this isn't their job to make these decisions. Read the requisition. People don't want to do their job anymore.
Yeah.
They think they're smarter than the doctors.
No. That's kind of... Why would he not listen to what the doctor has said?
But the other thing, too, is that now I've been exposed to more radiation.
for
Because
someone
someone just felt like just doing whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah, no. First of all, they're not the doctor. They should do what the doctor had said.
Yeah.
Right? Like, doesn't that go against what
And then
their
when I
policy
went
is?
back downstairs, right, the guy was gone.
Oh, okay.
But there was a girl that was there with him before.
Yeah.
And she goes, you look familiar. I go, yeah, because I was here 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, to do a chest x-ray.
She goes, oh, you're the guy that wanted the chest x-ray. I go, yeah, and that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's why I came back to do the chest x-ray.
Yeah.
So what happened? You did the chest x-ray?
I did chest x-ray. And then I had to walk out. And then I had to leave Toronto during
rush hour.
Rush hour.
Of course.
And I ended up coming home at like 7 o'clock at night.
Oh my God.
Instead of a regular time.
So stupid.
But to me, the more annoying thing is that like the extra rays that were thrown at my body.
It's a lot of rays.
And the fact that like people think they're smarter than everyone.
Yeah, no, it's see, that's the thing. They're doing that like all day. in that room, right? So
Yeah.
they're like, they see something like, oh, I'm gonna do a kidney.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume.
I'm just gonna change it.
Yeah.
Right? Nah, it's stupid.
Like I've heard of people going in to like do something at the hospital, and they had like a limb amputated.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that too.
It's
or
a horror
something
story,
left
obviously.
inside them, like a utensil or something.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I heard something about.
It's like the mental in
No, I heard
Seinfeld.
something about. That's right.
Yeah.
I heard something about a surgeon in the States, I think it was, that they burned their initials on the inside of somebody when they were doing surgery.
Me?
Yeah, they're getting their license revoked and all that, and sued. Are you
That's
kidding?
ridiculous.
Like, what's wrong with people? Even a doctor.
If that guy did that to me, he'd have JR in his ass.
Yeah, no kidding.
I burned my initial on him.
Oh man.
Like, who's this guy think he is?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of.
This is what happens when people have like a sense of control over someone.
Yeah. I know.
It's pretty. Just like you said, like another Seinfeld episode.
Another Seinfeld. Yeah.
When George wakes up from the dentist, or is it Jerry?
Oh yeah,
and the shirt's untucked.
Yeah, no, and then they're buttoning up their shirt.
Yeah. Who knows what they were doing while he was under?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not amazing if you're in the chair.
No, I guess not. Or is it?
But
anyways, yeah.
You got another one, Paul? I got a couple more. If not,
I don't have another one.
Sorry?
No, I don't have. I had one more, but it's kind of like.
Well, I got a couple things. Another place I went to recently was the Retina Institute.
The Retina Institute.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. I know.
Retina Institute of Toronto.
Yeah.
So I had to drive home, and they had to put these drops in my eyes, whatever. Normally I'd be pretty okay, but the problem was that day was like a crazy foggy day. And
crazy foggy day.
Yeah. So what I want to ask you, Paul, is like, when you're driving, under what conditions do you feel the most unsafe? Like when you're driving, winter. Is it rain, snow, fog? Because I'm gonna be honest with you,
fog is pretty bad. When you can't see in front of you.
I feel more comfortable driving in the snow than heavy rain.
It depends on if it's really cold and icy, like that's pretty scary. I mean, if you have winter tires or ice tires. But fog is bad.
Fog is...
Yeah, like if you can't see in front of you, it's like you're on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And it's all... It's true.
That's a good analogy.
That happened to us once. We were flying. We were going to... I think it was going to Italy or coming from Italy. And they had to do a stopover in Ireland.
Yeah.
And I swear, at one point, the plane went through a cloud.
Yeah.
But the cloud lasted like an hour and a half. And you couldn't see anything. If you open the window, it was white. I felt crazy. Like we were in a simulation, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's why fog is kind of...
No, fog, I think...
I know fog's not...
I think there's
really
no question that...
Kind of thing,
I don't think there's a question that, I think dangerous-wise, fog... I just feel like in fog, I think everybody takes it easy.
Yeah, they do, yeah. It's hard to see, man.
Yeah.
Even the fog lights don't work.
Because I don't... if it's raining a lot, and it's... nighttime, I feel like my visibility is not the best.
I think all bad weather is no good to drive in. Like it's not great, to be honest. Like I used to drive up skiing, the Blue Mountains, and one time I remember I was in a minivan, and had front wheel drive. And
it wasn't the Suzuki.
No, it wasn't the Suzuki.
Sidekick.
That wouldn't have made it. But the van. We were going up and it had no washer fluid left, and it was snowing like a blizzard. And I'm like, why am I going up here? Because I wanted to go snowboarding. Anyways, another story. I had to stop on the side of the road, I don't know how many times, to throw snow on my windshield to clear the windshield.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But I went.
Yeah.
But it was bad.
Yeah.
So,
those conditions are the worst. I wanted to get your opinion on that. The other thing before I go into something I'm watching that I wanted to recommend to you is you've seen, because I've sent you pictures and I posted on our TikTok as well, my deep fried avocado craze.
Those look pretty good, but I don't know what they taste like.
First, I'm gonna go over the recipe, but then I want to talk about deep fried in general.
Okay.
Because number one, deep fried avocado. I've seen it on menus at restaurants before.
Which restaurant?
Like where they had like one of these like restaurants, kind of like a Kelsey's, whatever, where they had like and they have it like flavored.
Pub food kind of.
Yeah, like it's a pub food, right? So anyway, so I wanted to look up a recipe. Adam's really into like cooking and baking and stuff, and so I said let's do it. He comes home from school. We usually make dinner together, and so we came up with the idea. We looked up some recipes. So it's very easy. So you just take the avocado after you cut it, and you put a little bit of sprinkle some lime on it, and then you dust it in flour. Then you egg wash it, and then you dust it in the breadcrumbs you want to fry it in, and then you fry it.
Yeah.
So, Paul, it's amazing.
Really?
And the reason why it's amazing is because it's crunchy on the outside.
And then mushy.
And then inside, it's warm.
Oh, man. Warm avocado?
Yeah.
It's good?
It's good.
Yeah? I don't know. I got to try it, I guess.
Don't you? If you have avocado on toast, don't you warm up the avocado?
No.
I do.
No. You do?
Yeah.
No. Warm
you
avocado?
Toast the toast with the avocado on it.
Avocado should be cold.
I don't know. I eat avocado.
You toast the toast with the avocado on it. Yeah. No, I put it on after.
No.
What?
I put it on with it, and then sometimes I'll put a slice of cheese on it.
No, see, that's something I won't do.
So good, Paul.
Fried avocados.
You gotta try the fried avocado and tell me what you think.
Yeah, you sent me a video of you making it.
Yeah, and eating it. Anyways, it definitely, obviously not as healthy as just eating.
Well, it's fried in oil.
Yeah, but
it's air fried.
Yeah. No. We did it fried pan.
Oh, you deep fried it. You did. Yeah, you put it in a pan.
But you could do it in the air fryer too.
Yeah.
I'd like to try in the air fryer to see how it is. But the thing is that, like I said, it was just something different I wanted to try. But the crazy thing is that I wanted to try that, but like 2 days before, I read an article about stupidity and deep frying because people saw TikTok.
Oh my God.
They were eating deep fried toothpicks.
What?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
So people were deep frying toothpicks.
Why?
Because they saw it on TV or they saw it on TikTok.
What moron did that originally? What's the point of that?
A president of a country said to go drink like whatever to get rid of COVID at some point, didn't they?
That's true, yeah.
Okay.
Like bleach and Clorox.
Yeah. Okay. And people did it. Okay. So somebody on TikTok started something where they were like eating deep fried toothpicks, and it became like a craze or something where people were trying it.
That's ridiculous.
And this is a problem I have with. Doesn't something have to be censored at some point? I know it's like buyer beware, user beware all the time.
No, but that's kind of stupid.
But like, come on.
That? Deep fry a 2x4 and then serve it for the dinner. I don't know. Does that make sense to you at all?
Unless you have termites over for dinner.
I don't know. Does that mean anything?
No, I know what you're saying, but what somebody must have explained. I never saw the video.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't care to do it. I didn't care to check it out, whatever. Right? But I heard about it, and I could see how some stupid idiot, right, or kids, as a prank, whatever. It's not going to hurt you because it's deep fried, like it's covered with the.
No, that's so stupid. And the kids will believe anything, right?
Yeah,
and that's what they do.
Yeah, this is the problem.
That's ridiculous.
So
deep fried toothpicks.
My thing is, I blame TikTok.
Yeah, social media in general.
Yeah, like
it's so stupid.
And
show us something productive and educational. Like, what does that do?
I would love to know the people that went to the hospital with the toothpicks in like.
Yeah, what did they
going
say?
into the thing, whether or not like what age they were. I'd like to know if adults were doing it too.
If they were, then they're really dumb. To be honest, like what is that?
But would it surprise you?
No, it wouldn't, because there are dumb people. Out there, right?
I think 80% of humans are dumb now.
Probably, because they don't need to think anymore.
Yeah, it's
We've
crazy.
become more dumb
as
a society.
Last thing, Paul, is I know sometimes we talk about TV shows and movies that we're watching and stuff like that. Before I go into the TV show that or the special, I don't know if it's a special. Anyways, it was a really good show that we just finished watching. While I was about waiting for Josie to watch the show the other night, there was something that came up on a news thing that a character from a show from when we were kids like passed away, and I was like, I wonder if Paul watched the show.
Which one?
Today's Special.
Do
you remember that one with the talking mannequin?
Yeah.
And the mouse?
When did they turn into mannequins again? At night or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, okay. They said
they were in a
abracadabra.
No.
Yeah, wasn't it?
It was called Today's Special.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. It was the department store.
Yeah, it was a department store. And there was like a mouse, a talking mouse too.
Okay, that I don't remember.
Anyway, so one of the characters, I started reminiscing about the past. I'm like, oh my God, Today's Special. I used to watch this, right? And I'm like, that's so crazy, right? Because like you think of these people as being just like their age because that's when you saw the show.
Yeah.
Right? And then you never see
like
them again.
way older.
You never
saw those people again.
Right? Because they're not like, there was like some stupid Canadian show.
Yeah.
Nobody watches that. Right? Except for
us.
Right? Today's Special. It was a good, I liked it.
I remember Come Join the Fun.
Yeah. Funny.
What is that? Special. Why do we know that?
It's because we're special.
That's right. Today.
So anyways, what I want to ask you is, did you or are you watching Griselda?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not interested in that kind of show.
How do you know what kind of show it is if you
it's about like some what's her name? Catherine Zeta-Jones.
No, Catherine Zeta-Jones, the movie.
What? What do you mean?
No, that's the movie.
The movie what?
Okay.
There's a movie and a show?
There's a movie and a show. The movie was from a few years ago. That one had Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Okay, I don't know.
This one has the girl from that TV show. She's actually Colombian. And it's that TV show. It's a comedy with them all like...
You think I know
I don't know.
It's
like a weird... Modern Family.
Modern Family. She's Colombian?
Yeah, the woman from Modern Family.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Sophia something.
Vargara? Yeah.
Vargas or whatever. I don't know what her name is.
Vergara,
whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so she plays like Griselda. And they try to make her ugly, but
I don't
it
like
was
the
impossible.
name. Maybe that's why I never watched it. Griselda? Like, what
It's
is
an
that?
awesome name, Paul.
Sounds like Godzilla. Like,
Okay, but...
Griselda.
Okay, honestly, you gotta watch the show.
It's about a drug lord, isn't it?
But it's a woman.
Okay, but it's like Narcos.
But you know what? No, but it's... look, everybody that's seen Narcos says that this is as good, if not better.
Really?
Have you watched Narcos?
Some of it.
Because I haven't.
There were so many variations of it.
I want to watch Narcos
yeah.
now. But what's cool about it is that she becomes so like cocky, right? They start calling her the godmother.
Oh, okay.
Right? And she actually names her kid Michael Corleone.
Yeah, I think I heard that in a preview or something. Yeah.
Because he later on, when he's older, he's on some reality show about like drug lords' kids.
Oh my! Of course.
Right? And now he's trying to sue like Netflix or whatever for like...
Oh, in real life?
In real life.
What? So wait, this was a true story?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a true story. That's why I thought you'd like it.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Paul, the reason why this show's amazing... No, I can't say that this is the reason because then people are going to think I'm a freak show. Okay? But I was freaking out.
Yeah.
Because in this show, like... They behead people.
Oh my God!
But they don't show the beheading.
Yeah.
But they show the people without the heads.
No, they don't.
Like on the lawn.
Oh man.
Like as a message.
As a message.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah.
And if like honestly, I was watching the show and I was like, I get the message.
Yeah. I'm not gonna watch the show anymore.
Yeah, like, if you're like in person, whatever, and this happened to someone you know, a loved one, whatever, I think you get the message.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God.
But she impressed me.
Yeah.
She's
a good actress. Actress.
I've never watched that show, and I've never seen anything with her in it.
Modern Family?
Yeah.
So it was one of the biggest sitcoms.
No, I don't watch sitcoms unless it's Friends or Seinfeld.
Yeah, well, I agree with you.
Yeah. So, but the thing, like, okay, maybe Cheers, Simpsons here and there.
Cheers.
But How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But the point is, though, is that I kind of went in with like tempered expectations because I'm like, I don't know, she's supposed to be like a comedian, whatever.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 right. But she was crazy good in it, like
That's
believable, and like all the other people in it were really good. And what's really cool about this show is that you see someone getting so like overly confident in their role that you just want to shake them.
Yeah.
Just like, just stop while you're ahead. Stop.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what are you doing? Right?
That's what
it got that emotion out of it.
Yeah. So it's a good show.
It was a good show.
Excellent.
It's like, and it's, you know what's good about it? It's only like 6 or 7 episodes.
Oh, that's it? It's a mini series.
Watch. That's what it is. I didn't know what it was called.
A small series. Mini series.
So we listened, Paul, to people as well, because someone posted saying that we should, the start was kind of choppy because we always talk about our social media.
Yeah.
So before we say goodbye, I want to make sure everyone knows where to find us on social media. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Lost Art of Conversations, and on Twitter at Lost Art of Convo. So Paul, we talked about please, and we talked about thank yous when opening doors. So today we're asking listeners to please hit the subscribe button and tell your friends to check out the podcast. And of course, we're going to thank you in advance. So as always, we thank you for losing yourself in our conversation. Until next time, I'm Joe.
I'm Paul.
See ya.